ESP32C3 here, let's start the video.
With these two small modules you can output every audio file directly from your ESP32 into your headphones. The first one is based on the PCM5102 and it's basically a digital to analog converter. And then the second one is based on the TPA6132 and it's basically an amplifier designed specifically for headphones. The logic is really simple. The ESP32C3 will send digital signals with the I2S protocol to the PCM digital to analog converter. And then the PCM will send analog signals to the TPA module and then with this jack audio socket we can hear the result. Let's see the connections on a breadboard. Let's add the ESP32C3 and let's add also the PCM module. The first thing that we're going to connect are the voltage and the ground. Remember to connect all the modules with the same ground connection. And also the ESP will provide 3.3 volt for this module and for the other one. And so we're going to connect both the ground and the 3.3 to this power rails right here. And now we have to connect the 3 pins used for the I2S connection. But before doing that, we have to connect this pin right here to the ground connection. Actually, if you can see right here, we have two pads where you can connect a resistor and that pin will stay at ground without using an external jumper. And now let's add the 3 pins used for the I2S communication. We got the data in that will be connected to the pin 10. And then we got the clock connected to the pin 4. And the last one will be the board select and it will be connected in my script to the GPIO number 9, but you can use every GPIO that you want with the I2S protocol, at least on the ESP32C3. But as you can see, we have connected the PCM with the ESP32C3. We have connected 3 pins for the I2S protocol and we have connected the SCK pin to the ground. And we have connected the PCM with the 3.3 volt of the ESP and the ground of the ESP. And now we're going to see the connection between the PCM and the TPA module. So the first thing that we want to do is to connect also this board to the ground and the 3.3 volt. So the first one is 3.3 and the second one is ground. And once we have connected the ground and the voltage, we can connect the output signals from the PCM. And right here we have to be careful, because we are going to need 3 pins from the PCM. They are L out, analog ground and R out. But as you can see, the TPA module is a bit different because it has L minus, L plus, R plus and R minus. Basically, that's because the TPA module supports single-handed signals and differential signals. And so we have to follow the instructions from the datasheet to connect in the right way these pins. And we have to connect the L out to the L minus. And then the R out to the R minus, and the ground will be connected to both R plus and L plus. And so we have to connect firstly the 2 pins together, and then we have to connect one of the 2 with the analog ground of the PCM. And that's it, we have successfully connected all the pins together and now we're going to see if it works.
ESP32C3 here, let's start the video.
So right here you can see the repository of this project, but make sure to have LittleFS or another file system mounted on your internal flash with an audio file, because in this script right here you will find only the I2S functions. that you are going to use for playing the audio. In this script you won't see how you can download the audio on the internal flash. Let me know in the comments if you would like to have a tutorial even for this. And right now let's create an audio file for the outro of this video, and we're going to play this audio at the end of the video. So I created the audio file that match the properties that we want, and now I'm going to flash the code into the ESP that will basically erase the old audio, it will download the new one, and it will play that audio. And so let's connect the breadboard that we have made, and let's see what the ESP has to say to finish this video. I have to connect also the headphones. So as you can see, the audio was too big, I have to make another one. Now we are ready to redo it again. So right here I have the breadboard.
ESP32 here. Thank you for watching.
If you are following my series on Anki, this is actually the next upgrade that I'm going to do for the project. But before going to use this setup on the project, I think that for the next week I'm going to upload a video about the I2S protocol, because I would like to get into the details on how this works. Anyway, thank you for watching. We're going to see you in the next one.